Hi everyone, it's Lisa here. So I'm going to start up a new series. I want to do it every month. I'm going to do a little Q&A and kind of like a vlog update as to what's going on in my life and some of the things that are happening that you might not be aware of, whether it's YouTube wise, crafty wise, life wise, just kind of just to fill you in. Sometimes I vlog and sometimes I don't. So I figured let's just start since I got back. So ever since I got back from vacation, I have been slowly getting back into routine. And I feel like this week, even though it was a crappy week at work, which it happens, it's just life, I feel like I'm finally rested. So that's good. So for those of you who don't know, I went to go see Sandra in Tennessee. We have some vlog videos out. Not a lot, honestly. The most exciting part was when we went to Disney and the beach, and then after that was kind of, I don't know, just chillax. So it was fun. It was a great holiday. I love spending time with Sandra, who is Oh Snap Gonzo on YouTube. But it was a great holiday. It was a very tiring holiday because it was a lot of walking around with Disney and just a lot of excitement. So, but it was so much fun. I would go back in a heartbeat. I was so excited because there's a coffee shop in town that asked if I would put some of my paintings in and see if they would sell. I posted 3 paintings up in there. Some people posted 1, some people posted 2. It just depended on, how many you wanted to and how big the canvases were. So I opted for 3. I thought, you know what, I had 2 that I was really proud of and 1 that I was like, I loved it. It was different than the rest. So I'll show you those in a second because they didn't sell. Everybody's like, oh, are you disappointed? Even my husband is like, don't be disappointed. And you know what? For the first time, I don't feel like I am disappointed. So I guess the reasoning is I am so proud of the paintings that I don't have a hard time putting them on my walls. I'm very proud of them. I think they're beautiful to me. They might not have sold this time, but maybe eventually they will. And if they don't, I'm okay. I'm proud of what I accomplished. So Sandra's called dibs on this one, and actually she was the one I was thinking of when I painted this one. I think this is a 10 by 30 canvas. This is, I believe it's an 8 by 16 canvas as well. This one's a coffee pot, or like an old style coffee urn, and I hadn't played around with any of the rusting or anything like that before, and I don't know how I did it, but if you can see, like, I wish the light would see if it would catch it, but you can just kind of see that rusting through. I wanted to paint a flower in there, and I practiced and practiced and practiced, and apparently I still suck at it. So I cannot get a flower. I love painting flowers like on art journal, but they're very abstract, and this is almost too realistic to go abstract realistic. I think this one's a 20 by 24 or something like that size. It was very abstract. I wanted to do something different, and I started painting the background. I saw water. I saw lots of water lily, locust, and with embossing, what do you call it, modeling paste, and then I painted it, and then I just saw lilies. So sometimes when you start painting, or the more you start painting or playing in art journaling, you start to see things. They did not sell, but like I said, I'm not disappointed about it at all. I've done nothing. I've done 1 layout. 1. I'll show you. Okay, I guess that's a lot. I did 3 layouts since I've gotten back. So the first one I did when I got back was this one. I posted this to Instagram, Amy Tan Rise and Shine collection, and Amy Tan commented underneath my photo, and she asked me to hashtag her, as well as like the collection, to get that accomplishment from the designer whose collection it is just mind-blowing. I did this one for the Crafty Maven Getaway YouTube channel. Mix It Up Monday is basically you're making different size layouts, or you're trying to mix it up, do something different. This is the 6 by 12 that I made for it. So this was very different for me. I'll leave a link below as well for the Crafty Maven Getaway channel. So make sure you guys check that out because there's a video every day and the ladies on there, crazy talented. So if you're missing the 2Ps, every day there was a video or like a new technique or something. And if you're craving that and you're missing that, this channel is kind of what you're going to be looking for. So, oh, hello, that's upside down. This is the last layout that I've made. So I made 3 layouts in like a month. I made 3 layouts. I made 3 layouts in 3 weeks. So 1 layout a week is pretty sad. And it's summertime. And I think when you come from, I don't know if it's you come from a colder climate or whatever, but we kind of don't have a long summer. So when it's nice out, you want to take advantage of those nice days as much as you possibly can, because you know in about a couple months it's going to start cooling off and Old Man Winter is waiting for you with the snowblower and the toque and the mitts. So I haven't been crafting that much this summer. So from the first day we were in Disney, we left at 2:17 and Sandra took this picture. So I used like these tall, like the alphas that came in the kit, and I put "and the clock strikes 2:17. I just thought it was a fun play on a title. So don't tell anybody I didn't do any. So anyway. Okay, so like I mentioned, I'm on the Crafty Maven Getaway channel, and I believe in August I am up for 2 times. Free Flow Wednesday and an art party. Free Flow Wednesday is your own style. Art Party Friday is art journaling, art creations into your art journaling or into scrapbook pages. So the Facebook group, which is the Crafty Maven Getaway or Destination, link below. Hello. The paintcamera.com and the Paint Camera Facebook group, link below. You guessed it. There is a Q&A that I put up, so if anybody had any questions, then I would read out the questions and give you guys some feedback. If you guys want to ask some questions for the next Q&A, comment below and I will make sure I read them on the next Q&A, which will be, I'm thinking, next month. The first question was from Courtney, and she says, what colors do you find the most challenging to work with? And there's actually 3 colors. I would rank them 1, 2, and 3. Purple, orange, and yellow. I think this is the best way to explain why I have a hard time with purple. There is a ton of different purples, just like there's a ton of different blues, and there's a ton of different reds and a ton of different pinks. But here is why I have a problem with purple. This is like a really, really deep eggplant-ish purple. This is dioxine purple. Prism violet. See, that's what I mean. Like once you start to know colors, you kind of start to see the colors that are in them. Like this has a lot of blue in it. Blue mixed in with purple. And then this has maybe like a lot more red to it. With all these colors, there's like so many different hues of purple. And if you try to match up a purple to like, say like a blue, or you're trying to match up a purple to like another purple in another collection, and it doesn't necessarily fit, it's because the hue is different. So I have a really hard time with purple. That's my thoughts on purple. With orange, I have the same problem. It's hard to get it to play nice together, especially when it comes to scrapbooking, because you're dealing with paper. It's not like you can blend the 2 together. Because like with these 2 colors, I can blend them together with paint and I can create that, you know, nice kind of transition look to it. But when you get to scrapbooking paper and you're trying to, again, mix collections, it's really hard to match certain colors. The next question is, what are the best sketches? I don't use sketches a lot. I feel like I've been scrapbooking for so long that I've learned my eye likes what it likes. And I've just learned, you know, how to kind of like anchor things and create flow and the angle lines and rule of thirds and everything like that. And I've learned all that over the years. Pinterest is probably the #1 place I go, just because I can type in scrapbook sketches and 8,000 come up, and it's just literally just scroll through, find one I like, and use it. Page Maps is another good place, and I think there's a place called Creative Scrapper. Check them out. I'll see if I can remember put links below for those guys. That question was from Kim, so thanks, Kim. Elisa, she asked if the podcast is over. So no, it's not over. It was like kind of a really crazy couple months for Sandra and I, and she still is really busy. She's transitioning from working at home into the office, and when you have been working at home for as long as she has been and you start to go work at the office, it's hard to figure out that routine and that scheduling. So it's been really hard for us to find a time to record. So I just took it upon myself to just record with or without her. If she can make the recording, she makes the recording. And if she can't, I'm just going to record anyway. So that way you guys don't feel like you're getting left behind. And the first one is already up. That's with Anita, and we're talking about taking a live class and the expense that's involved and whether it's worth it or not. The next podcast coming up will be in 2 weeks, which I believe will make it the 1st or 2nd of August, which is the Sunday. So I am looking for 2 guests for a podcast that I have coming up, and I want to talk about Alzheimer's in your family, or a family member who has Alzheimer's, and how that has changed the way you think about scrapbooking, because we all know Alzheimer's is dealing with loss of memory, and scrapbooking is all about recording your memories and documenting them. And I want to do a podcast that is either you are dealing with it in your family and how to record their memories before they're gone, and also dealing with the fact that it runs in your family and that you might be a carrier for this disease, and how to deal with the fact that you might potentially get this disease, and how that alters the way you think about recording your memories. So I'm looking for 2 guests. So if you have that in your family and you want to be a guest on the podcast, and you have Skype and you have a great connection, hey, PM me. I'm interested, because I think it would be an amazing podcast. Okay. Hannah, she says, I think it would be fun to hear about your routine for getting a layout or art journal page started. Like, for example, do you put on music first, or watch a process video, look through Pinterest, or look through photos? Do you take a lot of time looking through papers to match photos, or start your favorite papers? That kind of stuff. I love the idea of Q&A. Okay, well, usually it involves dragging my butt from upstairs down here to create layouts. So that's the hardest thing, especially after work and doing dishes and everything else and just chilling out. It's kind of hard to get down here. Sometimes I just have to go, you know what? I'm just doing it. Just get in here, do something, do it. So I pretty much am a quiet scrapbooker. It sounds weird, but I have like a train of thought, and I can watch YouTube, but I feel like then I'll sit there and I'll watch it and I won't do my layout. Sandra and I we call it Skypey Scrap, and we Skype together and we scrap, but we really talk more than we scrapbook. As for selecting papers, so first of all, I subscribe to the Click It. So usually when I go to scrapbook, I pull out my little trays. So these are like those Sterilite containers that are like 3 or 12.5 by 12.5. I have in each drawer each collection kit or each monthly kit that I get from Click It. So that was the I Am kit. This one has the June kit in it here, which I haven't even touched yet. And this one's like the color kit, which I have a rule of thumb. If I get a kit coming in, one kit better be done so I can make room for the new one. So that's the July kit. I have this one out. And then I do have some stuff that I bought. So this is the confetti kit, like the Maggie Holmes confetti line. This is the Chamel line, so I gotta use that up. And this one is just kind of like random papers. So this one's the Dear Lizzie Fine and Dandy. And then this one's Christmas. So I find if I just grab one of those trays and I just do it, there's no thought process. I don't have to think about it, and it's just done. Okay, so the other question is, she asked if I match my photos to my paper. No, I don't. Whenever you take your pictures, there is all sorts of colors in them. Like, for example, if I show you this picture of the castle at Disney, you see a lot of blacks and a lot of whites. But actually, if you look a lot closer, you'll see yellows, you'll see pinks, you'll see oranges and violets and blues. Colors in every photo. So I don't let the color matching bother me, because I don't want to waste the time going, wow, that's not the right shade of purple, or that's not the right shade of blue for the colors of the shirt that she's wearing. Really use my eye and go, you know what? I put the picture on top of a piece of paper, and if it looks good, done. Do it, move on. Okay, so then I had one final question, and this was from somebody actually over on YouTube. So that's the other thing I wanted to mention, is that if you guys have a question on product or anything like that in any of the YouTube videos, I'm going to put it all on this one video. I'm a really bad replier, and it's not for the fact that I don't see your guys' comments. It's just I always have a hard time with that reply function, because I'm always on my phone, not on my computer. And it's really hard to reply when you're on your phone. I'm sure you guys know. I had this question on one of the ClickKit guest designer videos that I did for July. Like, she asked me what stamp set I had used for one of the layouts. Hello, upside down. This is the stamp set that I used, and this is an add-on from the July ClickKit 365. I think they called it Carpe Diem. This is the 365 Chickenity stamp set. That's the stamp set. So yeah, so I think that's all the questions. Apparently I talked a lot longer than what I thought I would. If you guys have more questions, please post them below. I'm going to be better at answering your guys' questions in the videos. I'm going to do it at the end of August. And so yeah, leave your questions below. Check out all the links for all the things that I had said, and I will see you guys soon, and have a great month, and hope to see you in the next video. Bye!